Uh-oh. This is about... Uh-oh, I think the fucking...
Okay. You are done. You're ready to move on. Go ahead and put your MDT down.
No.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna give you guys like 5 minutes before we move on, just in case anybody needs a break, okay?
A bozo.
I'm going about an hour and a half. Alright, take 5 minutes.
What happened?
Huh?
Go piss in the bathroom if you need to.
I don't know. I just was thinking about something.
go
What
chat
happened?
with
What
each
are you
other.
laughing about?
Say
Nothing.
hi to your FTOs. The sheriff's here. You can bother him. It's always fun to bother him.
That one
I highly
Dallas is
recommend it.
pissing me off.
Alan, come here real quick.
Whoa. That's how you lose your job, bro. Who's bothering me?
No, I said Dallas is pissing me off.
Why?
Her walk pisses me off, and she called me the foot fetish guy. I don't even know what that fucking about. What that's about.
Hey, the
What, did you
captain,
get the
boss.
text
I
message?
mean,
Are any
You
of
text
you
me?
TRT?
Declan.
wait, sorry?
Any of you
Otherwise, your
part
phone
of
number and your staff profile might
TRT?
not be right.
I think Victorious.
I'm not. No.
You know?
Oh,
What do
you
you want, Joe?
How do I positively identify the cock?
The
Cock?
TRT chain of command?
What, you mean the
On,
chain of
on the
command, or-
MDT, there is a permanent warrant for a cock. How do I positively
Oh, the
identify the
chicken.
cock?
Well, I'll be honest, we killed the other two, so if you see a chicken around, it's probably...
Well, you can talk to
No.
Helen. That's
I
her.
cannot
That's
just shoot random chickens until
No, I'm
I
saying
get
that-
the right
No,
one.
no,
That
Henrietta is microchipped. You can scan her
right.
microchip.
Oh,
She also is probably armed. So if you see a chicken wielding
Yeah,
a
that's-
gun, you can
who
absolutely
put an
charge them.
arm on a chicken?
No, it's got a deagle.
What?
We had to shoot
Oh,
two
it's
chickens
got
onto
an
a deagle's
eagle?
Her friends had deagles.
A
They also
The
had
bald
names.
eagle has worked against us. This
Woke
is the
up and
most
Dolly walked,
un-American thing
Declan.
I have ever heard.
I think he needs to ride with PT.
Oh, if he rides with PT,
God.
we're never going to see them again. They're gone.
I hope not.
Hot water is P&D.
You know, you were the... I think you were the...
Palmer
dep-
Taylor.
Hey, Sheriff.
What?
You are the oldest.
I got a question.
BCSO.
What's up?
Over
person.
here.
Yep.
Nope.
It was PT.
You have a question for me?
Yeah,
Okay,
Oh,
what?
private
no,
one.
O'Neill is
A
older
private
than
question.
me.
that's right.
Is it more important than
O'Neill?
focusing on Academy?
Yeah, why don't you handle that after Academy?
He's
Yeah.
Well, you're the one who's gonna
62,
tell me that,
63.
I guess.
Wait, how old are you? I thought you were
Well,
7.
I'm going to need you to
I'm
use the
60.
brain between your ears and
Oh, shit.
answer it yourself.
All
Oh,
right,
okay.
you're the boss.
Jeez.
Wait, isn't that guy? Wait, weren't you the guy with those? Are you the same feller from the lobby with the weird goggles?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, yeah.
that's
That
what-
is me.
Oh. Why aren't you a chipper out looking bunch?
He looks like your little son.
Their hair, yeah, their hair is.
Excuse me? No.
Looks like your son.
No, no,
Oh,
no,
very
no.
Is that your son,
see
sir?
it.
No, I do
Oh,
not have
anything
any
like that,
children,
man.
nor will I
So
have it
Roger,
forced
my
upon
third
me.
gay dad.
Yeah, I
Oh.
didn't even know I was gay.
What?
What?
What? Have
Yeah,
it
right.
right.
Thanks to be 24 months.
Yep.
I'm.
I was less surprised by the child part. I have a lot of children I forgot about.
Don't you?
What
Don't
time
you
zone
have
is this
30?
in?
Don't you have 20 kids with the same
Zero
woman?
shift.
No, I lost count around
This is in my
30.
Oh,
I
right.
have way more than that.
Nice.
Crane, Crane, go put
Crazy.
shoes on, you
Yes, sir.
freak.
Holy fucks.
What?
Go put shoes on,
Yeah.
you
I thought
freak.
you were asking what shift this
No,
was.
then they'll hear my footsteps.
What the
Oh,
heck?
No, I have.
That's a weird thing to
Condoms
say.
are sinful. Sperm is sacred.
Don't you get it? I'm a criminal, sir.
What?
Hey, Helen, if
Well, then aren't
Whitaker's
you
the bucket hat and the blue
McNulty's
gloves?
love child, we should
Jake,
probably
why don't you
change
talk
his
about how
nickname to
you
like
used to be-
Sapling.
You
or
were in their
something.
position not too long ago.
Didn't
You
you?
were the
Uh,
best PPO.
Was I? Was I in their position?
Yeah, you were in academy. You were in the last academy.
And I was what? Did you
Go
say?
ta-
Can you
go
say that one more
talk
time?
about-
I will
Can you say
not
that
have
one
any
more time?
children
You said I
forced
was.
or
Can
put
you say
upon
what
me.
I was? One more
Nickname
time.
Crocs, or do you want the nickname Sapling?
Okay, then no, go talk.
The best
If,
PPO.
if my phrasing is bad,
that
hold
means
on a second.
McNulty is my dad, so we'll do
The
that.
best PPO
It's funny.
You should have
ever.
a-
Can you change it in Discord?
I am making the
It's my
active
name.
decision to hate you the most.
I'll be honest, you should, your nickname should be Papoy, which is a reference to the minions from Despicable Me.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
I actually like that too.
Banana.
What fucking crack
What-
are you boys smoking?
Oh,
What-
you don't
what
know
part of
what
Academy are we on?
animation is, right?
The
First
5 minute
part.
break
They
part.
just went through the
They're gonna be
MDT.
doing their equipment registries, and then we're gonna be going to Zancudo.
Okay.
We're like hella ahead of schedule.
Oh,
Can we get cards
fuck yeah.
while we do that?
I
Yeah.
definitely wasn't watching the
Hold on,
first
pull up
preliminary fight to the
FBI cards.
UFC.
It's me, Bell, Bruce.
Definitely
and
not.
Definitely wasn't.
Hayes. We all have cards for
Definitely
FBI.
Man, what are we doing?
didn't just watch a 15-second knockout from a left
Firearm
hook. That was
training, and
beautiful.
then traffic stops.
Nope.
Nice.
Didn't see that.
Nope, didn't see that. Korean
Joe, you
zombie
are not required to
absolutely
be
dually
involved
whopping
in what
someone.
you like.
Oh,
Yeah, I was mostly just here for the MDT stuff, so I'm gonna go shoot legally some criminals if they force me to do so.
Ooh, yeah,
Nice.
legal
Sounds
murder.
Yeah.
Hell
Legal justified
yeah.
murder, baby.
The best thing about if I kill them, I can then perform their funeral.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Is
you're
that
just
where you
raking
like-
in your you're just making yourself you're just raking in business then, right?
Is
Exactly.
this the funeral
Nice.
ceremony right here?
No, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Let the Fortnite dance.
Wait, he does that.
Hey, you
two
want to know
straight
something really
weeks?
fun, McNulty?
mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
Come here.
just doesn't stop at all. It's insane.
That's
Okay.
that's some hip
It's
shit
just the most
stamina.
private room. Don't read into it. Ventura and I just figured out because I had a question about frisking and we were testing some things. That we don't have the ability to frisk for dirty cash at all.
No, you're a bad bitch, Helen.
That whole thing where we're supposed to feel large amounts of cash on people, that doesn't apply to banded, inked, marked, none of it.
Only
Oh,
whole cash, only
It's
whole
only
fresh clean cash.
civilian cash. And yes, I already ran it up the chain, but holy fuck, is that ridiculous? And how long has that been the case?
Oof.
What the fuck?
Okay, I'm gonna.
And why am I the first person to ask this question?
Oh, they're gambling.
Okay, bringing that up right now.
I already brought it up to the, you know, the scientists.
The
but
chain?
holy
Okay,
fuck.
gotcha.
Yeah, you know.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, what the fuck?
Why is there a hunting rifle in here?
Joe, give me a call.
That's a
if
great
required.
question.
Just
And
do
And why is it
38
next to a
Thank you,
unicorn statue?
I don't know, some kind of jerk
Anyway,
off thing. I think.
but yeah, hopefully that gets fixed because that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, hoping that get fixed pretty fucking quick.
Yeah,
That's
that,
that's
that also
That doesn't feel like
that
a
also
slight
brings me to my
oversight.
next thing. We need to like maybe start a task force or something because I looked up to find some dirty cash to see if we could feel it. I looked up incidents by the charge of money laundering. How many money laundering arrests do you think there have been this calendar year?
0.
Let me just-
Two.
Okay.
One was the port of LSIA from Liberty City detectives. That was something to do with the prison that I'm gonna ignore, and the other one was Ventura in January.
Hey,
You want me
good
to say it
shit.
bluntly? You want me to say it bluntly?
Yeah,
Actually, no, that wasn't an arrest in January. It was a warrant that didn't get served.
yeah, it was a warrant. So yeah, so
To put
zero.
it bluntly, locals don't report oxy runs to us, and money runs. The moment you spot it, the 3 cars that are following it usually throw you off the fucking chase before you can even call it in. So it's really hard
Well,
to catch.
So I saw one the other night actually. I thought it was a gang convoy because I saw 3 cars that were all silver traveling together, and I assumed it was a gang convoy. But then I realized that the pings came in for suspicious financial activity in the same locations that I saw it, and so I put 2 and together. But we were already dealing with a shootout, so I couldn't go
Yeah,
after
we
it.
usually just don't have time. Also,
But that's
once I did chase a money run car, but then the person who drove it to the tequila lot got out and it vanished in front of me, so I didn't know what to do at that point. So I drove.
right. Yeah, so when I dropped off money run investigations with Lenny Hawk, like literally over a year ago, it was just
You
at the
did.
time as we started seeing these inexplicable silver
The recording needs to
SUVs
go in.
certain locations, and that was literally the last anyone I think looked into it, which seems problematic. So maybe that's something you can wrap the chain, McNulty,
Yeah, I'll do that now.
because that's insane that like we're not even policing the flow of cash anymore at all. It just doesn't exist. It's not a thing.
So it's the money runs and the oxy runs, so the
Oxy,
2.
yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
There's just like and look, and I'll say this if we want to just really talk about things honestly. Moonshine, as we all know, the only way you're gonna ever arrest someone doing a moonshine run is if you sit facing southbound on Bay Tree Canyon,
Mhm.
and you scan for 1060 cars.
Yeah, or you randomly clock a 1060 vehicle and pull them over.
But that doesn't work because 90% of the time you're pulling them over when they don't have anything on them, so they just give the car. Remember we did that the other last week. You and I pulled some guy over, and I just let him go because I was like, "Hey, sir, I know what you're doing, but I also know the car's empty.
Yeah.
So why don't you just give me the car and walk away?" And he's like, "Yeah, okay, sounds good." So yeah, all three of those are kind of, yeah.
Just texting me telling me not to get drunk on duty.
Oh.
Who's texting me and saying don't get drunk on duty? You're gonna
Yeah,
get
I mean that's a
fired."
pretty good suggestion.
That's a good one.
Yeah, honestly, pretty good. Oh, howdy.
Holy hell.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
I came to jerk off with y'all in the bathroom.
What the hell is Drake?
Sick,
Drake is
dude,
Lil
nice.
Pup in this circle right.
Yeah, Drake, back up. She's gonna get involved too.
I am
Drake
not Lil
said-
Pup, bro. I'm
Drake
locked in.
said to me 2 days ago, he said, "I'm gonna FTO one day," and I'm like, "Yeah, you think so?" He's like, "Yes," and I'm like, "Good, all right."
He got really happy.
He's
to me.
just sniffing Ventura's
He got,
farts.
he got happy to me because he said somebody called him and asked about charges an hour ago.
We got gassed up?
Yeah, someone told me and they were like asking me like what they could charge this guy with. So I had to tell them, you know, why he could and what he could do. You know?
Look at you, huh?
Damn.
Look at you, Drakey boy,
I
huh?
thought back, you know, I thought back to times
your
when I was
shit.
doing all that. You know what I mean?
Did you tell him what I told you what you looked like the other day?
With the sting op?
Yeah, did you tell him what I told you when you walked up to
What?
He don't
What'd you
even
do?
remember. I told him I said he looked like he was big time. Look at him. He looks like
I
he's
am
like
big
well
time.
dressed. He looks big time.
I am big time. Remember the sting op I did that went wrong?
You told me you didn't do
Is
that.
that
You
big
just
time?
I
responded
didn't
when
do
they
it.
did
I was
that.
just there. I was just there.
Interesting.
I also want you to put the date that you were doing.
Alice, I swear to God, it wasn't my sting op.
Yeah.
This
I
guy's
believe
this guy's my little fucking Pokemon, Alice.
What?
He follows me around everywhere. I'm walking around. He's attached to like he's on a string behind me.
Oh yeah, can you go grab one? I hope you found.
He's you later. He
I
followed
walked in
you 'cause
here.
You
he
feed
liked
you
it.
feeding water and brother.
You know when those TikToks of like when people try to go like take a piss and their dog like pushes their way into the bathroom.
Yeah, yeah.
I came here to talk to McNulty and Eklund. Drake walked in 2 seconds.
Cause he can't be away from you.
He's fall. Yeah, he's like he has separation.
Hey, I
anxiety.
mean that loyalty's kind of cute.
Just remember that. Just remember that, Ventura. Remember that.
Remember what?
Just remember that.
Right.
Just remember that. Just remember that. You know.
What are you trying to
When you make
say?
your
What-
first smell, don't switch up on me.
You try to say that for when you hypothetically you might fuck up in the future and what Ventura's got your back.
First smell, don't switch up on me, okay?
I've been made my first meal.
Oh, okay, but don't switch up on me, alright?
I've been a millionaire. I spent my money.
Yep.
My house is worth 2.5.
Y'all, I ain't never made $1 million. I've been here fucking 69 fucking years. What the fuck's wrong with me? I spend too much money on food. Now I just
Literally.
stale food. Speaking of food, let's go get some. There's got to be some.
I got you,
all of your
Alice.
important government equipment. Hopefully, this is the only time you have to do
Hoarding the food.
I gotta start looking into this bombing today. Brr.
Was a bombing today?
No, there was a bombing yesterday. I jumped in to do a little paperwork. Next thing you know, I'm outside Blarney's and there's a bombing.
Oh yeah, you're looking at that.
Yeah,
I'm
Dante
conflicted
Rivers
'cause,
confessed to everything.
Oh, thank God I didn't deal with that.
Yeah, no, I arrived on scene and you're like, McNulty! And when you use that tone, I know what it means. It means you want to
Yep.
fuck off and put it on my lap, dickhead.
Yep.
And because you knew it was
Technically, I'm
Cyprus, you
conflicted.
knew I'd bite.
Technically, I'm conflicted because I was robbed out of a championship, so I can't investigate it. There's bias there.
That's the big. But we won. Didn't we get the plane back?
No.
Hey, can you guys lower your voices just like a little bit? Also, that shit was fucking crazy.
What
And
was?
Also, I felt kind of bad for him by the end of it. That fucking Dante guy.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I feel like I got to subpoena his bank records because I feel like it's the only way to back up what the fuck he's talking about.
100%, because the money's missing. He said he took 500K. Like, he could have just put it in his bank account. If we don't subpoena his bank records, we're not gonna know.
Exactly.
The vehicle was stolen by the time we got
I don't think we can hold him any longer than that.
Doing weapon registry.
in the subpoena.
No. I don't think we can hold him. Like, I don't think I can get that extension.
Why?
Mr. Judge.
Helen, is there anything I could do while we're waiting for them to do their weapon registries that'd be helpful for like the next bit?
If Snoopy needs any help getting the cars together.
It's already done.
Okay, great.
Alright.
Do you
Then
want
we're good
any
too.
Civ cars?
Yeah, you can
Where
use my
are you?
Ashton and then get 3 others.
Okay. Get 3 other. Get 3 other
Yeah.
local? Okay.
Not local. Use personal cars. Talk to cops. You can use my Ashton and Bruce's tailgater. Yep.
No vacant, no lamb.
Stars, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are we going into the actual?
Yeah, he's facing 402 months and a $50,000 fine.
Yeah, we're getting to that in a second. Once everybody's done, put your MDT down so I know you're ready to move on.
I love myself.
Open up your equipment registry. First off, I want you to give it tags over on the right. I want you to give it the.
All right, I'm gonna.
What do you enjoy most on duty? Chasing people, locking up criminals, bro. Taking weapons from criminals.
The bro in there that
What are we
really
looking at?
captures
What are we looking
who's
at?
talking.
Whose answer do you think that was?
That's Drake's hair.
What for? What?
What do you enjoy most on duty? Doing most on duty? Chasing people, locking up criminals, bro, and
What are
taking
you
weapons
reading?
from criminals.
What are you
Your-
reading right now?
Your audit response.
The bro
You're
immediately
checking.
gave it away.
You're checking.
I mean, that's what I'd be doing. That's just what I'd be doing.
I thought your favorite thing to do was ask a superior officer for a better car to drive.
Better gun. Or,
Bro, sorry, sorry, man. I'm be out here. I'm trying to be out here. So I got my heart pursuit on Monday or Tuesday.
Drake, you're easier to cook than hot dogs in an air fryer.
That's cap.
I want hot dogs now. I love myself.
Yo, if
Yeah, I'll get
if there was a mass
You see if there was a
academy, would you send the cadets in?
no. A long time ago, when we had the city's very very first academy, there was we had about I think 15 to 20 cadets, and there was a mass riot at the courthouse, and we armed all the cadets up with riot gear and batons and just sent them in as cannon fodder.
That wasn't the one where like there was a whole shootout that took place in
No.
Tulsa, right?
No. That was
That
the,
shootout,
that
I
was the
remember
next riot at the.
I remember that shootout. I stood at the courthouse.
Guys, we can all hear you.
Sorry.
Oh,
I'm trying to learn.
so did the cadets hear me talking about using them as
Yes,
cannon?
they can all hear you.
They heard you.
Stop eavesdropping, cadets. Stop eavesdropping.
Keep up because of it. Please keep your voices down.
Well, I'm whispering.
Been
Let's go to a
whispering.
different room. Let's go to a different.
Yeah.
Gilby, shut the
Just
fuck
been
up.
cutting it.
Why the fuck does
Alright,
Rue want to talk to me?
Change the category to weapon. The description will be your name and then PD Glock.
Hello?
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh yeah, I need Oshira's number.
I'm sure you can find whoever that is yourself.
You guys are dating, aren't you?
Pardon?
Oshira, aren't you guys like a thing?
I don't know what you're trying to get at.
I thought you would have a phone number is what I'm trying to get at.
I'm sure you can find her number yourself.
Oh my god. Why do you make life so much harder?
I'm confused as to what you're trying to get at.
I'm trying to get her phone number so I can ring her.
I'm sure you can find that person's number yourself.
Alright, well, catch up.
Okay, bye-bye, Rue. Have a lovely day.
I'm checking in on most shit. Most shit's taken care of.
Jonah, you on freak?
Radio check. Radio check. Shit, I can't remember. It's DLC 50. It's 15, right? Radio check.
10-2.
As McNulty DLC, is there Dante Rivers currently awake in prison?
Let me double check. Yes, Dante Rivers is currently awake.
about this class?
I gotta go to
My
prison.
honest opinion, they're kind of bums, bro.
Literally, we've been talking to you.
Drake, shut your
Compare this class to my class.
Who was in your class? Name your class.
Me,
Bozo.
Bilby, me and Bilby, we held it down, bro.
You and Bilbs?
Me and Bilbs, bro. I remember there was some other people. They're not very active, to be honest. Ripley, you know Sarah Ripley?
She was here before.
Yes. Me, Bilby, and Sarah, bro. We were locked in.
Was Matilda in your class?
I gotta go to prison to chase up this Dante shit.
Maybe actually.
Meg.
All right, yeah, I'm running some of that shit up the chain. It's gonna get looked at.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's real dumb.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I
We'll
mean,
just make it even better next year.
I mean,
Yes,
look,
exactly.
the way that
100%.
I'm thinking about it is those. Think about how important. Wait, am I?
Fuck.
Wait, can you run? Can you? It sounds a weird question. Can you run? What the fuck? Okay, just me then. Cool.
You are old and out of shape.
Yeah. So if you think about it, a Fleeka is roughly like 200K, and the amount of sums that I've seen when I've chased those runs before, because we actually looked at one of those before, is above that, and we don't interact with that at all,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Oh, great. No number.
Surely they're not going to ask you to go to, like, you know, Humane Labs or the Pier where ADMC does all their blood outs.
Yeah.
Or
I think someone's fishing. Hello?
Chiliad.
What you doing?
Huh?
What you doing?
Chilling. How are you?
What you doing?
Just chilling. How are you?
What you doing?
Just chilling. How are you?
Make sure you also change rank to DOC in that officer.
Just chilling. And you? Hello? Got something to say there, bud? I think I've been put on live speaker with a parrot.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Interdimensional.
Like the parrot's mimicking you, or like
No. It's asking me what I'm doing, but it keeps repeating it like a parrot.
Like, what's up, Doc?
No. Not like the rabbit, but it's like asking what I'm doing and then clicking like a parrot. Yeah, did it again. See? But I mean, out of all the unknown number calls I've gotten, this one's a little lackluster.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
Yeah. All right, to
Wait,
prison.
Are you going on normal patrol, or are you going?
No. I gotta go to
F2?
prison to chase up bombing yesterday.
All right, I'm just tagging along. Did a bombing? Cool.
Yeah, someone bombed Blarney's.
Why?
Money.
What's up?
Money, I said.
I was talking on radio. Did you say rain or crane? Oh, 10-4. Weird. Okay.
Yeah, apparently they hadn't been paid in 2 to 3 months of working there. So they took a bomb, put it in the center of Blarney's, got up all the main Lang, Al-Sab, Sophia, Skipper Jones, and told them they had to cut a wire or they blow Barney's.
Hey, we should tell Sadie congrats.
Cooper?
The mail person lady.
For what?
Well, the first person to go postal wasn't at Go Postal. It's fucking... It's a win for her, right? Big W.
Oh my god, oh my god. Radio check.
She's fucking clear.
Are you able to get Dante Rivers to the front of visitation, please? It's Sheriff McNulty. I need to speak to him.
A from Budu. Anyone got it, or you guys want me to go?
I've sent him an alert. I'll go in and make sure he's on the way.
Well, this is awkward.
Why?
I don't know how to take these bunny ears off.
Oh. You
They're
might,
not a
you
hat.
might widow,
They're
you
not-
might widow wabbit. Oh.
Yeah. I don't know how to meow in rabbit, but just imagine I'm meowing.
I don't think rabbits don't really. Yeah, they kind of.
That's what I'm saying. What do they
They
just
kind of
purr?
fiff.
Rumble?
They kind of. I don't really know. It's kind of like a clicking
Yeah.
almost.
All right.
I'm not gonna make
Well,
the
I'm not
noise
doing
because
that.
then you're
Yeah, I'm
gonna
not
call me a
doing
good
that.
rabbit. I'm gonna hate that.
Oh. No, I would have gone for good boy, but you're legit either way for thinking that.
Fucking hell.
Ooh, I'm excited. I'm gonna degen train this keys motherfucker.
How so?
Just next couple weeks. I'm gonna give him the fucking, go on shift every day. Fast track.
Yeah. I'm only sort of here for a little bit to help with this academy, but then this bombing shit kind of
Yeah, me
happens. I need to
too.
do that, and then.
Well, I'm not. They don't need my help until the practical shit anyway. So I'm just kind of fucking sitting around.
Well, I'm sort of just here. I don't really have much like I do it. To be honest.
Yeah, but the practical shit, at least you can help me, be a dickbag to them.
I don't think anybody needs help. You especially when being a dickbag, brother.
No, but
You do it
I
so
always need
naturally.
help. We do pickups and thank you.
I thought the drive-ins tomorrow.
No, the footballs are today. Footballs is my biggest dickbag moment. Although I am kind of salty because I can't do what I used to do with the fun house because they boarded everything up. I used to do the full ring around the Rosie at Academy. Like I'd immediately drive up and immediately jump on the roof, go inside, and then go back out the other upstairs, and then go down and then go in the front,
I'm
and
just
then
looking for Dante
basement,
now.
and then
Has he
up,
come out yet?
and then out the upstairs, and then back down the front door, and just keep doing that route over and over and over. And sometimes I'd hide in the bathroom and I'd punch them and then run away.
Oh, honestly, if I'm chasing Chatter and he gets out on foot near the funhouse, I immediately just want to be like, "Yeah, guys, we're UTL."
I thought you were gonna stop at chasing Chatter and he gets out on foot, but that's
yeah,
fair too.
honestly, I might just start beating him whenever he gets out on foot.
I've really thought about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was one. It wasn't recent, but there was one where we got out in the red garage off Peaceful Street, and he started running up the stairs, and all I could think was, "Fuck my life."
Yeah.
Like, should I just fucking join a gang? Like, is this all fucking worth it? Like, holy fuck. And I actually learned a new spot when he did that. Apparently, if you run up, obviously through your eyes as fast as you can to the 4th floor, you can jump and then like hurl your body ragdoll style midair out of the stairwell and land on like this like random outcropping on the building that serves no purpose but just is there. And then you can like lie down and like, burrow yourself into the corner of the building so like only your foot can be seen.
What the fuck?
That was a fun one. Oh, and then there's the classic thing that I always used to teach people why on foot bails the secondary needs to maintain like at least some kind of distance to keep visual. Because for example, if someone goes to climb up a ladder, you don't both immediately get on the ladder or the staircase. There's a staircase at Zancudo that I'll show you that I always use where you bait them into chasing you and they both go up the stairs, and there's a point where they VCB and you just jump off of it and land on a roof nearby, and then they have no idea where you are because they're both stuck on the staircase with their vision obscured.
My thing is I usually just hit him with the James Randall. I've got
that's a
two
good one.
chasing me on
The
foot.
carrying,
And then I'll be like, "Get away from me! I'll throw this guy off the roof," and they'll be like,
Oh no, I
"Oh,
throw them off the roof. Too.
Yeah,
That's the second step.
That's the
Once
second
I
step
teach
is
them
the
the stairway and I reset and I allow them to like successfully chase me up the stairs, then I take them to this little outcropping where you can jump off the building, but there's like a tiny ledge that's only space for one person, and then I just stand there and look at them until they do something stupid, and then I carry them and
I am
drop
not
them.
finding him. He is awake in the prison. I tried to give him
Great
a
minds,
call,
great minds.
and I've alerted him that there's a visitor, but he's not anywhere to be found.
All right, 10-4. Do me a flavor. If you do manage to find him, can you just tree one? Tell him McNulty's looking for him and tree one that you found it for me if you can.
10-4.
I appreciate you. Get the fuck out of here.
Have you checked solitary?
No one put him in solitary, though.
Wait, he doesn't.
Excellent. All right, thank you.
It's just on the DLC radio. It's like, did you check solitary? And someone's like, why would he be in solitary? I hope he's not just locked up in there for fucking.
Wouldn't be the first time DOC has forgotten about someone.
Oh no, every once in a while I see a 301 being like, local DOC, hey, I've been locked in solitary for 3 days.
Oh yeah. Oh, we bullied drone all off duty. Unlucky.
Is that unlucky?
Well, he probably wasn't patrolling anyway, so yeah, but Dante was found, but he's in the head. Okay. Fucking British DOC.
Oh, it's the same whenever I hear Doc Masters talk. I can't take that man seriously.
I don't know if I've ever met that guy. I've seen his name on reports and stuff.
Okay.
I was laughing so hard. Fucking Helen's doing the instructions about your loadout, and she gets to the point about ammo, and she's like, "It's personal preference how much spare ammo you carry, but at the very least, just don't carry around like a stupid amount, you know, like 150 spare bullets or something." And I just look in my pockets, and I had 400, 308, and 150 9mm or 45, and I was like, "Yeah, okay."
I mean, it's a pretty fair. Honestly, there's an SOP. There's an SOP I break every day. Every single
Center mass to the forehead.
Wow,
That's my favorite.
That too, but my spikes are on me all the time, no matter what.
Yeah, I try to put them in and out of the glove box, but I've noticed that when I ride with people and I put them in and out of the glove box, oftentimes I forget to take them out at the end of the shift, and then they end up going missing.
Oh.
And I keep having to rebuy them, so I started just keeping them on me.
Oh my god, I had an absolutely fucking fantastic moment of. There's a Cyprus member called Andy Coots. Never interacted with her much. Car breaks down after a long pursuit. You know, they all jump out, tackling cops, things like that. You know, hey, stop what you're doing, or gonna beat your ass. They managed to get a little repair off. You know, they're not paying attention. I spike the vehicle, and all I hear the word, and I start smiling. All I hear is "really," and I'm like, "Oh yes, yes."
Hell yeah.
And then they start tackling cops, and I beat them. And I really have understood now that I don't think a lot of people out there understand that tackling leads to beating. And when they're finally given those consequences, they're like, "What the fuck?"
Well, no, they think that when they tackle, it means they get one for free, then they get a warning, then if they do it again, then they might get batoned on the third one.
I usually beat on 2.
It depends. If they take the minor effort to be like, "Oh fuck," and then like, you know, pretend they tripped or something, or like say something to me like, move out of the way or some shit, right? Then I like go to 2. But for example, the other day, we had been on a chase with like 7 different swaps, and I was on duty on the weekend in shift 1 with Peters, and someone from the manor tackled me on a foot bail. Again, this was like an hour-long chase, like multiple swaps. Tackles me on a foot bail on their turf, and then said something to the effect of like, I don't even remember what the phrasing was, but it basically communicated to me that he did it on purpose and I should know he did it on purpose, kind of thing, you know, like some kind of like idiot type statement, like, you know, eat dirt or some. I don't remember what the phrasing was, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so I pulled that baton. I was like, well, you're getting the stick now. And then after I beat him down, it turned into like loud, normal tone of voice, complaining.
Yeah, the funny thing about the batons is it's pretty straightforward, but when it's like as long as we're orally being like, yo, do that shit again, you're getting beat, you know, it's justified, it's fine. But the thing about that is you're giving, they then have the choice of, okay, I either need to get in a car, A, get in a car and get the fuck out of here, B, you know, start swinging back, which is only going to escalate our reaction further, or, you know, pull knuckle dusters, and then it's like, well, now you're just getting shot.
Yeah, well, and that's kind of what ended up happening.
Yeah, that's always ends up with happening.
I beat that guy down. It's just on Grove. We escorted him to the parking lot next to Red Brick. Peters, you know, given his foresight and training, gets on top of Red Brick. We set up a triage. Multiple cars drove in, tried to take the guy. It turns into a big tackle fest. Officers batoning people. That guy that's cuffed and down gets put in a car and taken away. We ended up arresting another 2 random people that tried to take him out. So then they like dropped the cuff guy somewhere, came back, tried to get those guys. And when they got out this time, they pulled out a golf club and started swinging at me. So Peter shot them.
Yeah, there was a guy the other day who didn't understand why we shot him with class 2s when he hit someone with a fucking golf club.
Yep.
He was like, I don't get why'd you do that. And I was like,
thing.
sir, it's because you had a class 2 that you held up someone with. That's why.
It was the same thing, except in this one, they were like very angry and like loudly complaining about, you know, the not only the initial baton, but then the further baton, and then the shooting for the golf club. I was like, he's like, why did I get shot? What the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, sir, you tried to hit me over the head with a golf club.
It's so funny that like,
hello?
It's like we're basically parents for criminals.
To quote John Jones when asked why, oh fuck, what was that guy's? Who was the guy that that almost beat him? The boxer. Almost beat Jones. Jones won a very narrow decision.
Was that Belfort?
No. He was either, I think he's either Puerto Rican or Dominican. Fuck, it's gonna bother me.
I thought it was Belfort. Isn't that Belfort?
No, Vitor Belfort's the Brazilian phenom from back in the day who was on TRT and lost to Jones.
Where is he from?
Dominic Reyes. There we go.
Oof.
So in the fight against Dominic Reyes, Jones was seen numerous times teeping at Reyes's knees, and successfully hyperextended his knees several times to the point where when after the fight, Reyes was in a wheelchair being taken out of the backstage. And when asked in an interview later, you know, if that was intentional, Jones said, "Of course it was intentional. He's swinging for the fences trying to give me CTE. Why do you think me injuring his knee is any less bad than that?" So yeah, when someone swings a golf club at my head trying to cave in my skull with a metal object, yes, they're going to get shot.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah. By the way, if you don't remember that fight, I don't know if you were really into the UFC at that time. You need to go back and watch that fight.
I've been watching it for.
Okay, you probably saw it. I'm not sure.
I think maybe,
but
age of 6-7 years. Maybe
6-7 years old, or
No, I've been what?
Oh, 6 or 7 years. Okay. Well, listen, I've been watching this shit since I was like 10, so I don't know. I used to watch the fucking VHS tapes at fucking Blockbuster.
Old.
Yeah. So I used to stay up till like 3 in the morning to watch Pride fights. Okay, so yeah, you need to watch Dominic Reyes versus John Jones.
Yeah, I won't.
It's the closest he's ever come to losing in a legitimate fashion. And actually, there are some people who believe that he lost that fight score-wise. It's a crazy fucking fight. Like, Reyes is a traditional boxer who goes in there and just starts beating the shit out of Jones.
It's one of those things where I enjoy a grapple fight every while again, but like, if I don't see a heavyweight fight and just watch two mountainous men wail on each other for 20 minutes,
See a Samoan fucking
yeah, I
swing
want to
for
see the
fences. I
two
get it, I
biggest
get it.
dudes on planet Earth beat the shit out of each
You know
other
who,
until one's no longer standing.
You know who my favorite guy was, who was a grappler,
Who?
who was also a fucking Hulk? He was not the best, but he's a very interesting person and very skilled jiu-jitsu practitioner. A guy named Jeff Monson. You never heard of him?
What's
Are
up?
you guys coming to traffic stops and firearms training?
Yeah,
of course.
Can you each jump in with one car of cadets?
Sure.
They each have an FTO with them. Hi, Aphrodite.
Helen,
We're
I'm
about
here
to
to
head
help.
You're just in time. We're heading to Zancudo for
what
firearms
cadets
training
don't have
and
an
traffic
FTO?
stops, which is exactly what I wanted you here for.
Okay, perfect. Do you need me dressed like a criminal?
I don't. There's no one in our car, sir.
Yeah, I got
One at
nobody
the very
here.
end.
Hello.
Hey, Sheriff.
Hell yeah.
Pretty good, pretty good.
What's her name?
Dallas.
Like, place in Texas.
Yeah, Dallas Bean. Just one of the beans.
Your last name's Bean. Hold on, you're not related. Are you related?
No, we did a blood test. I'm not related.
Oh, thank God, you dodged that bullet. Fuck me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they are still my brothers, but apparently not blood related, so that's cool.
Okay, all right. Wait, so there's a Houston, Austin, and Dallas Bean?
Uh-huh, yep.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna hop in with you guys. Nice.
10-2.
Riker and John over here?
Is it supposed to be one
I'm
cadet
here.
per car?
There's 2 cars with 1 cadet and 2 cars with 2. We've got 6 cadets.
Got it.
All right, we're heading out to Zancudo. Cadets, you're gonna lead us. That car down there at the left, you are gonna start us off, and everybody's gonna follow. Please follow the traffic law.
Oh my God, Austin Bean's in chat? Oh shit. Get on duty, pussy.
No, I don't think that.
Hmm?
What'd she say? Follow the traffic laws?
Which are? Do you know the speed limits here?
Yeah, up here, it's definitely 50. That sign said 50.
Okay, the signs aren't indicative of what the actual speed is.
55 up here, no?
It's 55 in the cities, 70 on the country roads, which would be Joshua here.
Okay.
Suspects are running north.
What frequency are you on, Dallas?
9.
Radio check.
Two.
Double tree, 1041, 107. Clementine, next gonna be a tier 1 to Austin Bean. Zombie, zombie. In Napoli. You know what I want to listen to? Fuck's that song called? Oh. Five or more gifted? Ooh.
All right, we're gonna line up in the hangar. This is very interesting. This is the furthest back in the hangar cadets have ever parked.
I was trying to give room for everyone.
You said follow the leader, and we're following.
What are y'all doing back there?
Who that back there?
You're old.
That in the back.
Okay. Does anybody need a break before we move into firearms training? It is. There is nothing wrong with saying yes.
Do we have any food? Because I'm hungry again.
Yes, I got food.
Bruce, you want to just set some of the food down somewhere for them?
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Some strange corner of the warehouse where they can go for sustenance.
Yeah. Put in this long box here.
The long box
Man, the
is the
Jujutsu
sustenance
Kaisen
corner.
first
If you,
season
as
outro
a
is
recruit
such
or
a
an
banger.
FTO, need nourishment.
You
to
know, I
continue to
actually don't know
learn
any
or
of those
teach,
songs
you
like
acquire it
relative
from
to
the
what
box.
show they're from, but just because I listened to them for so long in my AirPods, I recognize them all now. I have no, I 90% of them. I don't think I know where they're from.
Is that something you're proud of?
Keep on trucking, and we're gonna go
It's a
into
mixed bag,
firearms
honestly,
training.
at
Last
this point.
call, if that made anybody
something you want on the CV, brother?
It's a mixed bag.
I'm so regretful I didn't say anything sooner.
All right, let's take 5. We'll see you back at 16 after the hour.
So you ran up and wanted to say something, but I interjected it.
Oh no, I stopped because you're sitting here smoking, so I figured you were giving yourself an excuse to not really pay attention. Just watch the UFC on your Apple Watch.
What?
It's a good thing we have this understanding.
Since we're breaking down the interaction, by the way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not.
I am attentive currently, brother.
Of course. I'll never question you, sir.
I appreciate that, brother. Hi. All I know is if it's the same as the last fucking fight between Marab and O'Malley, I'm going to be annoyed. Because I only remember O'Malley started fighting well in the last fucking round.
Unpopular opinion, not a fan.
No, I know. I don't think that's as unpopular as people think. I think a lot of people don't like O'Malley.
It's not, but I'm not. I detach myself from personality with fighters.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm just not a fan of how he fights. To be honest, like I doesn't do it for me. I don't know.
I mean, he's no Paddy the Batty.
Yeah.
Oh, Dante just went to fucking sleep.
Well. Oh well.
Guess you're not getting released from your hold, buddy.
Yeah. Thank God his last name's not Soze, or else he'd be getting fired right now. Well, no, you wouldn't get fired. You just have to argue the law for 4
Helen
hours.
talking to a crow?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't know what it is,
I
but
talk to animals, but I'm just
even
making
Patty
an
the Batty, I'm
observation.
just not. There's.
They're
I don't
little
know.
bastards what they are.
See, I like. Obviously, I can respect a fighter's
You know what I
skill.
think it is? I honestly, you know what I think it is, and this is
That's
just
a
like
mean percent
me,
crow.
my personal bias.
Not just this guy.
I can't identify with being like 5'7", 160 pounds.
I just don't know.
And so like when I
it's
like
just your
okay, because
imagination.
as someone who spent a lot of time like powerlifting and grappling and jiu-jitsu and judo and all that,
Bet you have.
a lot. When I look at fights, you know the number one thing I look at when I see like a lightweight fight
Yeah.
is I always look at how the referee looks like their uncle refereeing like a match in the fucking
Like two
family
older,
room.
like an older and a younger
Yeah,
brother
like,
fighting.
Hey, you rascals! Like he grabs them both by the forehead and separates them with no effort. You know, it's just like, for example, Demetrius Johnson, right? Like poetry in motion. The guy's basically like physical art, right? He's like a specimen, master of his craft. That dude is 130 pounds soaking wet and like 5'3". Like I could drop kick him. Like like I just.
It's my thing about watching some of the like the featherweight stuff is I don't find it as an entertaining.
No.
Because it's usually grapplers.
Yeah, I mean, but see, I can at least appreciate like the technical aspect, like the skill.
Yeah, of course, but I would rather watch the middleweight.
It's not captivating, is what it is. It's
I-
not
yeah.
exciting.
Watching two people on the ground just trying to grapple each other is.
Yeah.
It looks like to me, I always picture two different colored balls of wool just being wrapped up in each other.
See,
till the other one gives up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move away from that a little bit. Holy fuck, we're gonna. Oh, they're moving away from us. Perfect. Your smoke screen is maintained. Chain smoking. Collapsible coffee cup. The thing is with me is that like the super scary heavyweight grapplers, it captivates me because there's like actual I don't know, like I understand the reality that if I was wrestling that dude, he could like literally pull every limb apart on my body and just leave me as like a fucking nugget. You know, like. And while I know like Demetrius Johnson could like break my arms and like land shit, it's just for some reason it doesn't have the same effect.
I think it's because the middleweight fights, they can land both. But with those featherweights, like if someone that's 120, 130 pounds steps up, you're like, okay, I know this guy could probably choke me out, but I think that I can land just one simple blow, and that's that for them.
Lightweight is about where I draw the line, because at least lightweights, when they're cutting weight, they're usually walking around at what, like 180.
Yeah, and when I see these featherweight fuckers, I'm spending more time just hoping that they eat a burger after this than I do watching a fight.
Bro, there was this guy that got. You probably know of him. There was a guy who got not really, but basically got kicked out of the UFC. Husamar Palhares is this Brazilian guy, and his nickname in Brazilian Portuguese is Toquinho.
Repeat the last name.
Toquinho Palhares, Palhares. Husamar is Rous.
No, I don't know who this is.
Okay, so Husamar Palhares is a MMA fighter, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, black belt, who was known for holding submissions after the referee called the fight. Like, and he was known for being so powerful that he would just like rip people's ligaments apart in their knees and shit.
Started at what?
And he was particularly good at leg locks,
first
and he
thing
was
in
known for
presence
being a dirty fighter because
that's
he
a
would
way to
land leg
control
lock
the
submissions
scene.
on
Just you
people and then
being
not
there
let
is a-
go, and just absolutely fucking ruin their careers and shit. So he ended up eventually going to other promotions because Dana White hated him. But yeah, his nickname in Portuguese is Toquinho, which means little tree stump, because he's so fucking thick and stocky and powerful
That's
that
funny.
was what they called him.
That is funny.
But yeah, so that's what I mean. Those kind of grapplers, when you watch like top level jiu-jitsu competitions, they're all on like insane amounts of steroids. They're all jacked to the gills. They pretty much only compete. The top like level of Brazilian jiu-jitsu is competed in what's called open categories. So there's not even a weight limit. They just, whoever's the biggest fucking baddest dude in the world just goes in there and they fight each other.
Sick.
And it's like the sport is it's pretty open amongst the top level of those athletes that they're all on crazy amounts of juice.
Maybe I should start watching that.
But yeah, so like there's a guy that currently beats everyone. He's the baddest guy on the planet, like does not lose. There's some specimen type athletes. There's two wrestlers, Bo Nichols, one of them is in the UFC right now. And another guy, and those two guys have come kind of close to beating him, but more on like a draw stalemate type thing, just by wrestling. And even then they usually lose on points or get subbed. And this guy just beats everybody. He's a dude out of Texas, and physically hold on, let me like grab this for look up on Google Gordon Ryan.
I recognize this guy.
Yeah, so he beats everybody, and some of the people he beats are even bigger and more jacked than him because it's open weight. And the crazy thing about Gordon Ryan is his black belt lineage in jiu-jitsu is like a direct lineage from the original Gracies.
Yeah, well, damn. Considered to be the greatest no-gi grappler of all time. Wow.
Yeah. His record's something like 150 to like 5 to 10 or losses or something.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Holy shit. How tall is this dude?
He's like
6'2". Oh my, 6'2". Oh,
something like that, yeah.
6'2", 240 pounds.
Yeah. So it fluctuates, like obviously estimates, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He's
That
in
kind
the
of shit,
super
that's the stuff I
heavyweight
watch.
division.
Yeah, he competes in any division, open weight. That's the kind of shit that gets me going, because I legitimately know that there is no amount of strength or skill that I could have that could ever deal with that.
No, if that guy charged at me, I would just do that meme of that dog, like with the sun on its face, with its eyes closed. I'd be like, well, okay, well, this is.
You gotta watch some of his matches. It's like the power these guys have is it. Oh, holy fuck! And they go after each other.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't even picture someone that's that big.
Yeah.
This is a deadly weapon. There's gonna be lots of officers on scene. You gotta be careful about your crossfire, okay? And that isn't just
the leanness is the crazy part.
Yeah, I know.
6'2", 240 is big, but being like 8% at that is fucking crazy.
Holding or shooting at a suspect, and you get shot, you cannot blame someone else on crossfire. It's very hard to teach awareness, but just keep in mind that you're not the only one on scene. There's not 6 of you. There's could be 10, 15, 20 of you on a shots fired call. So just be very mindful for crossfire.
If you wanna look something up, look up this guy.
Very bad.
Andre, Andre, last name Galvao, Galvao.
Not combat roll or crab.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he was one of the biggest competitors for Gordon Ryan.
Holy shit, 5'7", 170 pounds. Welterweight.
Stocky as fuck. For example, the way that you convert weight usually is about 1 inch per 10 pounds. So if Gordon Ryan is 6'2" at 240, and that guy's 5'7", that means Gordon Ryan's got 7 inches on that guy, which means they're about proportional in terms of size and strength.
Cool. Yeah, maybe when fights are over tonight, I'll fucking sit down and watch a couple.
Yeah, check some of that shit out.
I love
You
watching
just look
big,
up,
sweaty
like,
men beat the
what
shit
you
out of
wanna
each
look
other.
up is ADCC, which is actually the whole thing is super interesting. It's called Abu Dhabi Combat Club, and essentially what it is these sheiks over there got really into jujitsu and just like became big fans of the sport. And so one of them just put like tons and tons and tons of money in developing like the biggest international tournament possible. And so ADCC every year is like the biggest competition in the world for jiu-jitsu. And if you look up ADCC open weight division, that's like basically top dudes in the world. Doesn't matter height, weight, anything. Just who's the best in the world, no matter what. And those are the
How have I
craziest
never heard of
matches.
this? What the fuck?
It's good shit, man. I don't know. Grappling is a whole other world. Like I said, I've been in jiu-jitsu and judo since I was a kid, and there's a whole other world there.
Yeah, I did taekwondo for a couple of years, but I never really got into it. Just did it for exercise.
That's kind of usually what happens. Is it's like the McDojo type shit where it's sold as like good exercise or whatever, and it kind of gets watered down. But a lot of the grappling gyms are. It's kind of gotten watered down since the Gracie like made it like commercial, but a lot of those traditional gyms are fucking nuts.
It's not doing a good job.
Have you had chicken since the incident, sir?
Have I had? No, honestly, I'm kind of off chicken for a while. When you're
we murdered them. So.
when you're faced with a chicken holding you up with a deagle, you kind of realize that maybe there's more to chickens than we realize.
Do you want to go shoot up a bank truck with all the cadets? We just send them in as the first wave, and then we pick all the positions by how they get shot from, and then we just wipe them.
God, sending those cadets in back in the day was crazy when I think about it. But that was
It is crazy work that actually was a thing.
Slacks made that call back in the day.
Yep. Mount up all the cadets. Let's go.
Shiesty did a damn Hydra push with cadets during an academy once.
Yep. I remember.
Oh, I remember reading that report.
Remember I came on duty and I went, "What in the actual fuck is going on?"
Oh, it was so fucking crazy.
Like they actually just strapped them up and were like, "All right."
Yeah, like I couldn't justify it. I'd be like, that just, I don't know, feels like throwing a newborn lamb to a
It was
lion.
like Starship Troopers style. Like I'm doing my part. Like
Yeah,
I'm
like
out there and I shoulder-
my first academy at my old job, 30 cadets went to a shootout at the hospital.
What?
I took and returned. Well, I took class 2 fire and returned class 1 fire.
I mean, did you get them?
Oh yeah, I mean there were 30 of us.
Oh,
sir.
good shit. Fucking hell. Storming the beaches, Christ.
Step right up. Ready. Aim. Fire.
You took a gun out for a second there. It's like, oh
Are
god.
busting down range with 4 cadets in front of me.
God, I cannot wait to hear one down.
What do you think?
One down.
I think he still wants to kill Jenna Mustard ever since that scenario you gave him.
Yeah.
We gotta
Hey,
warn her.
best be
I think we
careful,
do. I
otherwise-
was thinking about bringing that up to her, but then I don't know if I want Jenna to know that I use her as an example of if someone's a mod.
I'm still a little skeptical because when in his interview when he first came in, I asked him, "What's more important to you, not being a pussy or breaking or like following the law?"
Yeah.
And he took a while to answer, and was eventually like following the law. But he said not being a pussy first, and I was like, okay.
It's like saying what you want to say, but then saying what we want to hear.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, yeah, all right. Let's
Well,
see how this goes.
Like you say, you can teach anyone to be a cop.
Yeah.
That Ventura, he's still figuring it out, little guy.
get plenty of
What?
practice.
I don't even know what
am
you're talking about.
One day.
All right.
That's
talking
right.
Huh?
What are you talking about?
Oh, learning how to be a cop.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got a lot to learn.
One day.
Southbound Meteor Street.
Yeah.
Ventura's a gangster. Look, he's got black Air Forces on.
Yeah, with a
That's
suit.
Rob a 24/7.
I wear it with my uniform too.
Yeah, you're wearing what looks like a tactical shirt.
Oh, he looks like an off-duty like Delta operator.
Yeah, take the vest off.
He takes the vest off. It's just a marshal. Yep, now he's a
I'm wearing
marshal.
a marshal right now.
What is that? That's a weird shirt. It's like
Yeah, it's like a tactical pressed shirt.
it's like a soft material, but in the shape of a dress shirt.
Yeah.
Weird.
Multi-purpose.
Wearing a nylon fucking shirt.
It's a button up that wicks.
Do you have to put tape on your nipples for that thing?
No. I just have a layer of chest.
You
hair
tape
that
your
covers
nipples,
over.
don't lie.
No. And if I was, I would use a band-aid.
Why wouldn't you just use nipple tape? It's better.
Not everyone needs nipple tape.
I feel like you do. Otherwise, you'll be out here cutting glass
I feel
soon.
like we all feel like you do. Let's be honest here.
And what's wrong with that? Have you seen the size of my fucking massive chest?
I thought you were gonna say massive nipples, and I was about to walk away.
No, I was gonna say
That
no,
is
we have
not something I am. I do not have massive nipples.
That's an HR meeting.
This guy's got hot dog nips.
No, I'm not Ziggy Bugs.
Oof.
You also have other weapons.
Is that why he wears the shirt under?
Yeah, he does.
Can anybody tell me what level of force your taser is?
Why did it felt like
lethal.
Oh, you can hear me.
Less lethal.
It felt like
not
Rain
less
was
than
learning how to
lethal. What's the
explain class ones
distinction
and class
between
twos while he was explaining it. Am I the one that thought that?
Yes.
He's a fresh,
Yeah,
you know,
you
spring
can still
chicken.
fucking kill
It was
someone
just,
with
it was
that
just funny
shit.
because
They
he was
fall
explaining it.
cracker
And I
open
thought to
on the
myself, it
pavement.
seems like
They-
he's trying to,
that
he's
doesn't
learning as
sound
he's
less
going
than
right now.
lethal to me.
He's got the SOPs
You also
out.
have a baton.
He's like, class one,
most
that's the main
often I
gun you'll
use
be
my
fighting
baton
with.
is when I'm
I
beating
was
the
like,
shit
what?
out of
God
someone
bless.
because they're trying to take an individual in cuffs, and I say, hey.
Hey, it's never too late to
Honestly,
learn, you know?
after my
I'm gonna beat you down
experience
with my
with the class
baton. And
twos,
he looks at me and he goes, I'm gonna
that
beat
would
you.
actually
So
be
of
the
course he
correct
says, I'm not doing
answer.
anything,
Yeah.
because he shoves the guy into
I don't know
the
what
wall.
you're saying. It's a
And then I
bigger
take out my
bullet. Of
baton
course,
and
it's
say,
gonna
I'm gonna
hurt
say it
more.
one more time, I'm about to beat your ass. And then he keeps doing it. I hit him over the head with my baton a few times.
If I
and
see
it
you
does
running
almost
into
nothing
a
'cause it
automatic
hits
gunfire
very
firefight with your pistol, I'm gonna
But we're
think
gonna
you're
do it
a
anyway.
I'm gonna think
psychopath.
you're a crazy person.
Yeah,
psychopath.
that like that crazy guy who in a standoff with the J Hobbs and Future Hendrix in the garage at his class one out when they had brandished class twos, right? Yeah, right,
What
right,
was that?
right.
He sounds like a hero.
When you shot them both in the head, center mass the forehead, right?
I did that
Yeah.
in the what garage?
In the
Oh, I
courthouse
didn't have
garage.
I didn't have my class two on me.
Ah, there. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you can use that
Oh,
excuse, but I
In all
can't.
fairness, I didn't even. I thought they were just gonna drive out. I don't think they were gonna hop out of that fucking Warner.
I
with
knew
two
they were
H-
going to. I was sitting on top of the car, fucking crouching up and down, so my head was a moving target.
I
I
was
knew
telling
they
them-
were.
I was
Wait,
telling them
ready to
to
shoot us.
didn't we all? I was there for that. Didn't we all
Yeah,
shoot?
we all shot them.
There
Yeah.
was like 9 cops around me.
Don't give it to me.
And stand next to them.
Yeah, and you took them
So
out. with two shots.
hold on. How come you can say, "Oh, I didn't have my class 2 on me," but when I say mine is on me and I shoot motherfuckers, I get in trouble?
You want to unpack that?
That's
Yeah, you want to get deeper in this? Let's
You want to
talk
unpack
about
that,
this.
McNulty?
Let's have this talk. Hey, Academy's the right time. Let's have this talk.
Let me ask you. Okay, let me.
This is perfect time to
Let me
discuss
pitch
this.
something to you. Let me pitch something to you. Okay, an unknown deputy. We're talking. This is a completely separate thing, Declan.
Right.
Unrelated unknown deputy. Okay, ADMC are shooting cops.
Mhm.
All your class ones. All your
Those bastards.
Pop. You know, like whatever. The pistol shots going off. And unbeknownst to you, you just hear a barrage of automatic gunfire coming from somewhere.
Bro, what? Oh my! I'm on the edge of my seat. Whoever that is sounds like a hero.
Letting off.
Yep.
And we're like, what's going on here? Like, these class ones, who's using their class 2? And you see this deputy running with his AR out. And I go, why are you using your class 2? My class 1's in my lockbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good shit right there.
Yeah.
I bet that deputy should get a medal for saving officers' lives. But
I call that art piece how McNulty lost his class 2 per cert twice. For the second time. This guy.
it's just
Can't put his
crazy. It's
pistol
been
away.
ADMC both times.
This guy put his pistol away.
Hey,
I don't
ADMCK,
even think.
am I right?
Listen, I don't even think we should be. Well, listen, this is prior to us being able to sling it the whole time. I didn't even think we should just pre-authorize class.
Oh, fuck.
Oh. Boring. Oh. Shit. Black old sun. Yeah, that's a server restart. Hi, chat, though. Hello. Hello, everyone. How we doing? It's late? Oh, you EP? Keep on rocking me, baby. Yeah, I put on a little banger. I go get some water. Do what you can. And some happiness. Best movie can be. Ah, shit. I am Steve. I am Steve. Mm-mm-mm.
I'll do my best.
I need a weighted blanket.
Why?
I'm freaking out.
Why?
I'm freaking out. We're gonna be behind schedule.
We're ahead of schedule. We're ahead of schedule, so isn't it just gonna balance out?
I'm
Here you go.
freaking
This
out.
is heavy. It's made of Kevlar.
Thank you. I feel a little bit better. I feel a
You
little
need
safer.
you need a salad? You want me to get you a salad or something?
Yeah, can I have a salad, please?
Oh shit! No one's ever actually just wanted. Yeah, I'll go to Senior Buns, get you salad right now.
Thank you. Don't do that. What if
I gotta go. I gotta go. You
something?
said you need.
What if I need you to teach a cadet something?
So you don't need a
have
salad?
Time for salad. I'll be fine.
I'm getting it. Crane, come on. We gotta go get high water a salad. Crane. Crane, we have to get high water a salad. Come on.
She's panicking.
Okay, is it just me or is there a little less vegetation around? There's way less. You seen this? Am I crazy?
I thought it's been like that for a while, no?
No.
It's even more?
No, there should be bushes here on the right. Maybe it's a drought.
Maybe. Uh-oh.
What?
What is this heavyweight or light heavyweight?
I haven't on my
Oh, heavyweight. Yeah, I was gonna say I saw a heavyweight with visible abs and I went, oh, here we go. That's a big boy right there. Oh, and he's fighting Spivak. Nice. God, talk about coming from a hard fucking part of the world.
No, what are you talking about, brother?
Moldova is holy fuck.
Only
Moldova is crazy because it's basically like it's historically been in like a tug of war between the old Soviet Union and like the Eastern European standouts.
I've only heard good things, brother. I heard it's a holiday destination.
And it's got a huge like mob population. Like holy fuck. It's not as bad as like Chechnya, but Moldova's up there in terms of places I wouldn't like to hang out.
Only thing I've ever heard about it is that people only go through it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. Listen, all I'm gonna say is, you know that your country's a little bit sketchy when Russia doesn't want to try to annex you back. They're just okay
if
with,
they're like
the
you can have it, you're
elements
good.
just existing in there like on the side.
I mean, that just sounds like Russian oligarch shit, where it's like, yeah.
No, I mean, literally, like after the Soviet Union, that's what happened in a lot of those places, like Belarus, Moldova, fucking what's another good one? Oh, Chechnya, obviously, like that whole region.
You know, you're saying that like without the shoes, it's hard to hear you, but I find that easier to hear.
I know, I'm just fucking around.
Oh, right.
It's not actually hard to hear. If,
Hey,
if I wanted to actually be hard to hear, I'd wear the fucking socks with sandals.
Hi, we doing?
Or just the socks.
Hey, I need a mild salad on the rocks.
A mild salad on the rocks.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, we don't do that. We got noodles and shit.
Well, shorty, you've got some. I'm seeing green onions. I'm seeing some pork, some eggs. You don't have any lettuce or anything back there for lettuce wraps?
I mean, we got some lettuce in the noodles. And some
Okay,
greens in
boom.
the
Then
noodles.
get all those ingredients, whap up a salad, and I'll pay for it.
I'll see what I can do.
Hell yeah. Sarek, thanks for 10.
Do you want a drink with that, or you just want
Yeah, could I get a hot cola?
a hot cola?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. I can boil it up for you.
Thank you, brother.
Just throw an extra 2 combos on top of that, please.
All right, there we go. So that's 3 combos, and let me get making these drinks and stuff for you.
Maybe it's just me. I gotta take a quick.
I'm going to be honest, saying a hot cola out loud made my
You
stomach
want
turn.
just greens?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yes, please, and a hot cola on the side.
Yeah, my date's very particular about her her
that's
drinks.
How hot do you want the cola?
How hot?
Wait, we should. You mean temperature, or do you want me to like put some fucking hot sauce in there?
No, I mean temperature-wise. I want a boiled cola.
Why don't you want both?
Oh, because
We
I'm
could
trying to
also-
settle someone's stomach, and the spice won't help.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Oh, fucking hell.
What the fuck is wrong with Ziggy Bugs?
It's in there. Some carrots, onion.
Are you about to figure out what's wrong
Here
with
we
you?
are. And a hot cola.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's just get that going first. Let me turn this fucking stove on. Go.
Really appreciate you doing this, by the way.
I mean, it's their stomach.
Yeah.
Usually when my stomach's hurt, and I just drink a fuck ton of whiskey.
Yeah, but I don't like my whiskey hot normally. Unless it's a hot
No,
toddy.
good point. Good point.
Ooh, hot toddy. That sounds.
Yeah.
Cooking. Should I have cardboard on? It'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, just if the cardboard's hot, then.
Fucking cunt. Ow. Shit.
Oh, thank.
I mean,
I
it's
need to
gonna
get
be
a new.
fine.
I need to get a new.
There's your hot
Thank you.
cola. There's your greens. And there's your normal food for a standard human
Thank
being.
you.
Enjoy your whatever that is.
Nice.
Thank you.
Only in Los
Yeah, no,
Santos
yeah.
does a guy in bunny ears, a fake beard, a bucket hat, and blue surgical gloves get called a normal human being. Fucking great place.
Yeah, Los Santos has really made me understand. It's made me gain faith in people, and then in almost the same fraction of a second, instantly lose
Yeah,
that
that's fair.
faith. Fucker should have stayed on Elgin. I noticed that he questioned the hot cola, but he didn't question the salad on the rocks.
That'll. Yeah.
But I was I was really hoping he wasn't just go, we only do noodles. So I'm gonna go, well, you've got all the ingredients, sir. Why don't you just make it? You know.
I was trying to picture, because like there's like those shitty American Chinese restaurants will make like the fucking terrible. What they call it, a Chinese salad, where it's got like random fucking wonton crisps, like mandarin oranges.
Yeah.
Fucking some nasty vinaigrette, like lettuce and like chives randomly. That's what I was thinking of when you were talking about. Oh, you got the green shit in there. I was like, oh fuck.
It's like it's a long time ago. A buddy of mine ordering like if you're ordering from a pizza, like an Italian pizza place, you order pizza.
Oh my god! So I
You
know
order
exactly
a
what you're gonna
pizza.
say.
A motherfucker
So
orders
gross.
a salad. I was like, you are a fucking idiot.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's the. There's some stand-up that does it, and I'm sure there's been a multiple times with a joke about pizza place salads, where they just go in the back and go, "All right, this guy ordered a salad. What do we got?" The guy's like, "Well, I've got like half an onion, 3 large dry mushrooms, a whole tomato." Oh, and these pepperoncinis that no one wants.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, just throw all that together. Yeah, that's good. Throw it
I'm
on some
saying
lettuce.
it's always that. It's always just because it was the same thing. It felt like it was half a head of lettuce, like no dressing and a tomato and some red onions.
All right, well, here's the real question: since they're shit talking salads. What's the ideal salad? I have one in mind, but I want to hear what you think.
I would go with pan roasted chicken, but it's cooled and chilled at that point. Spinach. Oh wait, no, restarting. It's gonna be a salad I make every once in a while for barbecues. Broccoli, cranberries, walnuts, red onions. And then I make a dressing with mayo, paprika, rice wine vinegar, honey, and like a really spicy Dijon mustard.
See, I think that as soon as you introduce like mayo or into it, I don't think it should be called a salad anymore. Like potato salad, not a salad. Like it's just an excuse
So then what is it?
to call it a salad. I don't know, but it's
A
not
side?
It's a side dish, yeah.
Still a
But
salad,
to me
brother.
is like salad to me is like
The vinaigrette?
arugula, lemon, parmesan. You know, like I really like arugula. I don't know why. I think it just has better taste than lettuce. Maybe it's the fact that I like savory stuff and I don't like sweets, and arugula is like peppery, I guess. But
Yeah. Or rocket to all you Europeans out there.
oh, do they call it different?
Yeah, they call it rocket.
Oh. I like Mediterranean salads, like feta, couscous.
Yeah,
arugula,
yeah, I
stuff like
feel that more. I get that. Like I adore a good chicken salad with like a nice sharp vinaigrette.
Yeah.
Or like some nice balsamic dressing. Whoa.
Yeah, I don't like, and I figured out how to vocalize it. I don't like dairy-based dressings as much.
Yeah, well, mayo's not
Honestly, when I eat like wings or anything, and it's like ranch or blue cheese, I get the feeling when it's like there's too much oil on a burger, where it's just like coating your fucking throat.
Oh.
I feel like the same way. It's like it's too much.
There's nothing worse
I want
than
a
a
fucking
really
salad, not a
overly
fucking
greasy
like
burger.
Yeah, like I don't want fucking mayo everywhere.
Oh, best burger I ever had was at a strip club, believe it or not.
How many?
I believe that.
Yeah.
Some strip clubs have good food.
Yeah, there's something.
I used to bounce at a strip club that had really good food.
Oh, the salad.
Honestly, strip club buffets
Hey.
are underrated.
I'm panicking. I'm freaking out. Everything's a mess. We're gonna be so behind. Everything's gonna fall apart, and I'm never gonna
What?
recover. And then everybody's gonna hate me, and I'm gonna fail. And then everything's gonna die. I'm gonna die.
There you go. Salad on the rocks, and a hot cola.
Oh wow.
That'll calm you down.
Yep.
Oh
That's definitely a salad on the rocks.
yeah.
There you go. You get that, India?
Oh okay.
Hey, Freya, what are you doing here?
Oh, I do feel better.
See?
Yeah. Everything's gonna be fine.
Everything is going to be fine. Why wouldn't it? The cadets are all here. Your FTOs are here.
Everything's fine. We're still 20 minutes ahead of schedule. Actually.
Boom. Then what?
Everything's
Easy.
fine.
And we're killing
I
it.
quite literally prepare for the worst all the time because I have horrible punctuality anxiety.
That does not come across.
I love being on time.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, really
I'm-
stresses me out.
I'm over an early board. Like, get there like 15 minutes prior.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless it's a
I show up,
party
like,
or
an
social
hour
gathering.
early just in case parking is hard, and then I sit in my car because I don't want to show up more than 15 minutes early. Because I don't want to be the first person there, but I have to be there on time. And if I'm
No,
even on time, that is late. So
if
I gotta
it's
show up an hour early to figure out parking.
if it's like a social gathering at a bar, I get there like, okay, oh, hold on. If it's for dinner or a meeting at a bar, I'm on time. If it's at somebody's house, like a party or something, it's 15 minutes after the hour. It's 15 minutes after. I ain't being first. And I awkwardly sit there with the host being like, yeah, the drive here is pretty good. Yeah.
Honestly, for me, 15 minutes even is too early. I'm like 25, 30 because like I just don't want to be there until everyone's at least had one drink.
That's fair.
I like to leave early.
Oh,
I don't like leaving early because usually like by the meat of the party, I've found someone to kick it with that I can actually fuck with, and then it's like actually enjoyable. But the first part is getting to that point.
It would solely.
And then I'm like, great, I had a nice time, and I leave.
It would solely depend on if I can find that person. If I'm like, okay, this.
Yeah, true.
This is just not it. Like I know one person and everyone else blows. I'm out. I have
anxiety. I have to have my person at the party.
You wouldn't go to a party where you don't know anybody?
Honestly.
I won't talk to him the whole time though. I flit around and talk to everybody for like 5 minutes each.
If I was gonna hang out with my friends, I wouldn't go to a party. I'd just hang out with my friends. I go to like shit like that to like, I don't know, fucking meet people.
I'll go to a party. I just have to have emotional home base.
But have anything to eat?
Stoner circle.
My emotional home base is THC.
See, I'm a floater. I'm usually just like, I can talk to anybody about just about anything in the world.
I can for 5 minutes each.
I'm a
I
yapper.
hate them and I want to run away to the next person.
Wow,
Except for
that
politics.
sucks.
I fucking hate talking politics. I can't do it.
Ew, why would you like? I mean, it's obviously it's something everybody needs to be educated on. But if I'm at a party, holy fuck, it is the quickest way to separate people
Honestly,
into groups.
I don't want to do it ever. I swore off it like probably like 6 or 7 years ago. I'm just done. I don't talk to other people about it. I have my own opinions. I do my own research. I think for myself. I vote for myself. I don't want to talk to you about it because it's not gonna make me any better.
It's not gonna like me.
It's definitely not gonna fucking make me like you more. So like, I just who cares? It's not worth, honestly. And I hate when people talk about it because inevitably there's someone that I could be like best friends with, right? Like literally somebody I could go sit on a fishing boat with for 8 hours. But then like if I find out that they feel a certain way politically, it's like it ruins all of that. So I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. Like I'd rather just not know.
It's like I'm on the exact same wavelength, 100%. But I always find like if I'm with that that one fucking friend group and it's chill, it always somehow there'll be an outside influence of like someone else will come in and it'll be like, hey, so like you hear about X doing Y, and I'm like, oh.
Ugh.
Because you can either just be like, hey, I don't want to fucking talk about it. Like, let's just move on.
Yeah.
Because everyone will either start talking about it, and then it's just, well, you know what, guys? I'm going home.
Yeah. I think I only engage with it at this point on like the stand-up comedian approach of like only looking at it from the point of ridiculing what's absurd and not looking at it from the point of like any political motivation.
But then you introduce, if you do that, if someone's like, I don't think that was that funny.
Then
in fact,
someone gets like really fucking
they get buttered, and you're like, oh fuck.
You're like, oh god, brother.
No, it's to me, there's nothing enjoyable about talking about it. There's zero.
Yeah, it's just not worth it.
And it's one of those things where I'm not here to form my opinion based on other people's opinions of it.
There's a level of brain rot that exists for people that like participate in the political sphere too much, and I don't want that infecting my brain. Like, okay, I'll put it this way. What sums up politics for me is the video from like, I'm gonna date myself a lot. The video from like a long time ago. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's Jon Stewart gets invited to go on this show at the time that was called Crossfire. And Crossfire was this political talk show where they used the theme of Crossfire to talk about two opposing sides shooting at each other. And the metaphor was for a conservative and a liberal on either side arguing points and talking about current news and politics. And the guy who was the liberal was like this like pansy, like weak voice, weak-willed, like diminutive man, like not physically fit, like just kind of like just fucking loser type dude. And then the conservative guy was this young dude who wore like bow ties even though he was like 23, right? And was like a blue blood from like Maryland or somewhere, right? And obviously came for money and it was just this like absurd charade of like epic proportions. And they would get on there and claim they were like trying to get to the middle and like, you know, address the real issues and really get at the core of things. And Jon Stewart went on there and basically just called them out for being just fucking charlatans and like all theater and like no substance at all. Ripped the 23-year-old for wearing a fucking bow tie, like just completely dismantled them and begged them to do like actual news. And he said, "You are killing this country."
Jesus.
And that's pretty much how I feel. I really like the whole theater and production of all of it just makes me not want to participate anymore.
And I don't
But
think
if
anybody.
you ever watch that, you need to watch that video. It's fucking hilarious.
I don't think anybody blames you for that take either.
Oh, and the guy was Tucker Carlson, by the way.
Fuck it, we'll
That
do
was
it
the
live.
23-year-old. That was the 23-year-old that wore the bow ties. Tucker fucking Carlson, who's now like a mainstay news guy. Crazy.
Anything about something, brother? I don't know a whole lot about. I smell someone barbecuing. Go back, chat. I want tacos now. I need food.
Hello, Sheriff.
Oh yeah. Anybody have anything to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some.
We will talk more about personality and being a cop after today as well. God, please.
Huh? Never heard of that before in my life.
I never played Halo.
I played a shit ton of Halo. I never heard of that. Am I just getting old? Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Give an example of a communication on a traffic stop. Example of a traffic stop. This would communicate. Color.
Copy that. 367.
One second, John. Only thing I'm gonna say is I want you to get into the habit of doing exactly what Jonah did, except I want you to give the description
Where's Waldo?
before you give your location. Think about what you want people to know if the moment you pull over for this traffic stop and you are in the middle of communicating what is happening, they whip out a gun and shoot you in the head. You want them to know what car you were looking at when that happens, so that they know who to be looking for to pull over.
Why are they so unevenly separated? It's like one car length and then four of them tied together, car length, car length.
It's just those are the two that are running together.
No, there's a guy way on the end too. There's three of them like that.
He's chilling.
Bruce, if you ever get your old SIM card back, there's definitely not about 100 messages of me texting you stupid shit, and me actually not sending it to your new phone.
Hopefully. Hopefully the people that didn't tell me were...
Someone's reading a lot of fucked up Orange and color messages. occupied one time. Can I get a 77?
Yeah, I don't... I think I can get it back, but I'm over it at this point.
Location, please.
And then also,
They just have to rename it from the trap phone to main phone.
feel free to use your recruit call sign 367. Alright, Keys, if you'd be so kind.
So you just do 01, 02, 03.
Dispatch 03 38
Who's that little guy?
McNulty.
Yeah.
What do you think about a beer that tastes like root beer?
I hate root beer, so no.
You hate root beer?
Yeah. It's a very American thing I don't get. It's common for Europeans to not like root beer because there's a medicine in Europe that tastes exactly like it that I used to take as a kid.
Oh.
So
How do
I'm
you
just
feel about peanut butter?
love peanut butter.
Okay, hell yeah.
Gotta be chunky though.
Oh, I agree.
Oh, chunky's the best.
Jam or jelly?
Jam.
All of your were a little bit different, and that's okay. Everyone's gonna call
PB and J, crunchy peanut butter and jam. Or an Uncrustable. Either one's good.
whatever manner of traffic stops you like to do, go for it. However, just know always traffic. Tinted windows. You may not know exactly how many occupants are in the vehicle. You're likely going to be outnumbered. You don't. Your patrol vehicle. Sometimes patrolling with somebody. If you've not waited for backup, then over the radio or by 311 is because when you do get chopped and you will. Woke up on the wrong side of the gamer chair that day. They are gonna be upset with you, and they're gonna shoot you. So Helen's point about sharing the vehicle information first is start shooting everything.
Bam, 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 bam.
Any individual in that manner, as in your capacity as an officer, as a deputy.
Slide 14 if you would like a visual.
It might be that, but I just know there's something that's just freaking grody that.
Or a local could pit your car into their car.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. When I said short stream today, I literally meant it. Probably gonna call and go watch the rest of the UFC. I gotta slink out of here.
All right, thank you, Sheriff.
Kisses.
Appreciate you.
What the fuck is a Frito pie? Frito pie is a dish popular in the Midwestern. Chili, onions. I'd eat that. I would eat the shit out of that. I fucking love Fritos. Oh, today's just 2 hours. Come in, make face of the academy. And then I'm taking tomorrow off, and then back to regular scheduled viewing. I gotta start pulling some Oingo Boingo hours. I'm probably gonna I'm gonna put double time back on because we've got prices off on subs, so you guys can get super bang for your buck. This is the longest subathon I've ever had going, by the way. The goth dress and the beer making kit should be arriving soon, which is cool because we can get going on those goals. And then we're gonna start cracking on with the road trip. Talk to me about the tier 1. Well, the new bus driver goal I might lower, considering there's been a big drop-off. Okay, chat. Bingo Bongo. I will see you guys on Monday, bright and early. Big strum. Probably gonna... Yeah, there's also a con call I gotta do on the weekends. Might do that next Saturday. Chat.